When it comes to fan-based movie theories, Star Wars probably takes first place. In fact, there are probably more theories about Star Wars than any other movie franchise. So here are 5 of the most believable Star Wars theories that totally make sense. 1. Rey is a Kenobi. The theory suggests that Rey is Obi-Wan's granddaughter. Ideas that support that theory are that it was Obi-Wan's voice that Rey heard in the vision she had when she touched the lightsaber. And apart from C-3PO, only Obi-Wan and Rey have British accents. She uses a Jedi mind trick, which is also Obi-Wan's trademark ability, and her costume is very similar to Obi-Wan's in the prequel trilogy. Number 2. Jar Jar Binks is actually a Sith Lord. Yeah, badass, but it doesn't excuse the bad CGI. But anyway, this theory is based on the fact that he's constantly doing clumsy things that always seem to work out. Some suggest he uses a martial arts form called Zui Quan, or otherwise known as Drunken Fist, and luck always seems to be on his side, but as Obi-Wan has suggested, luck doesn't exist in the Star Wars universe. He also seems to make subtle gestures at pivotal moments, suggesting that he's using Jedi mind tricks in order to make them happen. Plus he grew up on a nearby planet to Palpatine, and they always seem to be hanging out a lot. Number 3. Ben Kenobi does recognise the droids. In the prequel trilogy, Obi-Wan Kenobi becomes very familiar with the droids. But in the 1977's movie A New Hope, Obi-Wan says,
"I don't seem to remember ever owning a droid."
Making what he just said a contradiction. Or is it? Because he didn't actually say, "I don't know this droid." He said,
"I don't seem to remember ever owning a droid."
Which is actually true, because he didn't actually own the droid. Also, he seems to very confidently mention that R2 should be able to interpret the entire Imperial network, which is quite a bold thing to say if he doesn't know what R2 is truly capable of. Number 4. Kylo Ren actually lives in his granddad's house. In the recent film Rogue One, we get to see that Vader's living in a castle on Mustafar, the volcanic world where he dueled with Obi-Wan and lost his legs. One theory suggests that it's actually pointing to something else happening that's going forward. But anyway, it's no secret that Kylo Ren is absolutely obsessed by his grandfather Darth Vader's legacy, and just the style of the place absolutely fits Ren's look. Number 5. Stormtroopers don't have bad aim. It's one of the most well-known traits of the Star Wars Stormtroopers, their aim. It's awful. However, this theory suggests that the Force is actually responsible for their bad aim. In the recent Star Wars film Rogue One, the blind guy, Shoot Inway, walks through a battlefield of Stormtroopers shooting without getting a scratch, while chanting,
"I'm one with the Force, the Force is with me."
"I'm one with the Force is with me?" But his buddy Baze Malbus, who isn't chanting, seems to get hit almost immediately. This theory would explain why the Jedi and those near to them never get hit by the Stormtroopers. Do you know of any other interesting Star Wars theories? Leave it in the comments below.
For your daily celeb fix, subscribe.